What'd you do? You got braces on your teeth?
No, I got my grill.
What is that?
This is my nothing but a goth thing, baby.
So what is that? Just gold teeth?
They're silver.
And can you take that off anytime you want?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just for show.
No, it's for kicks.
It's for kicks. Okay. I thought maybe you got braces or something, but you got pretty straight teeth.
I had braces when I was a kid.
Right. Anyway, Rose came on my show and was very honest. And I think Rose is a beautiful girl and everything. She comes on the show and she says, Manson and I, she calls you Manson, Manson and I broke up because he's into too many drugs and I couldn't take it anymore.
The lifestyle, she called it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she said that you are a drug addict.
Yeah. I heard about all this.
He broke up with you because...
No,
you broke up with him. You broke up with him because he was cheating on you constantly. Isn't that true?
No, not at all.
You were fed up with the cheating.
There was none.
There was no cheating.
No, not at all.
Why?
No, he's actually the antithesis of what people would imagine a rock star to be.
Why did you break up? You were engaged.
You were in love.
It starts with a D and it ends with an S. I don't know.
Starts with a douchebags.
No.
Clearly. Learn how to spell, people. Come together.
Starts with a D.
Dicks.
Dicks?
No. And
hey, maybe. No.
Dorks. Dorks. He was a dork. Cocaine.
Dunce.
D and ends with an S.
I didn't like the lifestyle.
Drugs.
Man.
Oh, got it. Whew, man, are we stupid?
Man, she is intelligent.
How many guesses did it take?
Yeah. Drugs.
She's smart as
You
hell.
object to the drug use.
I don't object to it. It's, anybody can do whatever they want. It's more of a choice of, I had to sit down and think, if I'm married to this is something that is going to be ever increasing in my life.
So you broke
can't,
up,
by the way,
you knew he was doing drugs the whole time you were with him anyway, so why all of a sudden did the drugs get to you?
Well, I figure if you're going to take the next step and actually get married, I suppose maybe I should have thought about that before the engagement, yes. But,
it's something you think about when you are considering spending your life with somebody.
Yes.
Right.
And you know what? It's also honestly not the partying. I don't care what people do. I really don't.
Did you cry when you broke up?
Absolutely.
You did?
Yeah.
Did he cry?
He was high.
How did you bring it up?
He was high.
He was high. He didn't know.
He was all heroined up. I'm not a chick left.
No heroin. Coke? I see.
Cocaine.
Well, read the book. It's in his book.
The White Lady.
In my mind, if in fact you guys were in love and she loved you, why would she come on a radio show and talk about something very private, your drug addiction?
To promote her new TV show.
So you feel she was using you?
Yeah. I just think the whole thing when we broke up that kind of got overlooked because I didn't talk about it was that I was the one that kicked her out of the house. She had been complaining for about a year that she just didn't like me being on tour and things like that, and it's a hard relationship to have with someone like me.
Right.
And I don't think it really had anything to do with drugs. It just had to do with I'm a rock star and that's my life, and I have a lot of friends that I like to hang out with, and it wasn't the type of thing she was into. And it was really that simple.
So you broke up the relationship?
Yeah, absolutely.
She implied that she walked out because of your drug use. And
that's her side of the story. I think it sounds pretty ridiculous to me.
Because why does that sound ridiculous to you, though? Maybe that's true. I mean, she just could not handle the lifestyle of a drug addict. But when she says you're a drug addict, that hurts you professionally, right?
It could, but I mean, people say whatever they want about me.
Right. Is
I
it
don't
true?
think drug addicts get up at this time of the morning, though, do they?
No.
I've known you for. I never got the impression you were heavy into. I mean, I know you smoke some weed and stuff, but are you a drug addict?
No, absolutely not.
What kind of drugs are you into?
If I'm partying with people, I'll do whatever.
Right.
But there's nothing in particular that
you're not
I'm bound
strung
to.
out.
No.
So why would she make?
I'm the type of person that gets excited or into whatever it is that's in my life, and there was a lot lacking in our relationship, and so maybe she wanted to blame that lacking on something else.
Well, wait a minute. How do you get engaged to a lacking relationship?
Yeah.
Well, it was after the engagement.
It was. So you
everything
started to
went
realize
downhill.
that maybe it wasn't that great.
I found out that anal sex wasn't in the program.
Right. She's not into anal.
No.
And
you can't marry a woman that's not into that.
She should be willing to do that for you if you're going to marry her.
It's not just willing; it's good pleasure for all people involved.
When you say she was not into your lifestyle, like when she says, like you say, it's not the drugs, it's the lifestyle of a rock star. Were you having sex with other women while she was your fiance?
Sex, no, but there was girls around all the time, and I think that bothered her.
Wait a minute. When you say sex, no, how far do you go with girls and call it not having sex?
Pleasuring with the hand.
Yeah, the hand thing, right?
Yeah, the girls are allowed to do that.
They can do everything but the
Sometimes
final
there's
act.
some creative tension relieving circumstances. But, I like to have fun when I'm with my friends and, just silly stuff if you're
Right.
on tour and you're doing things that a lot of girlfriends aren't going to like and understand. Some girlfriends do like and understand.
Right.
And they join in and have fun and everyone's having a good time.
So
It was too intimidating.
I always thought Rose was a cool chick, but I think that she sort of betrayed you by coming on here and saying that you were a drug addict.
I think everyone thinks that.
And how did you get news that she said this? Did someone say, hey, she was just on Stern saying you're a drug addict?
Yeah.
Who told you?
I think my parents.
And did you attempt to call her and say, why are you bad-mouthing me? Why are you saying this about me? We were lovers. We're not in love anymore, but I've never said a bad word about you.
No, I didn't attempt to call her, but about a month later, I got an apologetic email from her.
You
Oh,
did?
did you?
Mm-hmm.
And what did that say?
She said she blamed it on you, said that you questioned her in a way that confused her and made her say that.
Did you hear the interview?
No, but I know you, and I know the way you ask questions, and I know that, and also, I had nothing bad to say about her, and I'd rather not even waste our time talking about it all day. But I know
We love it.
You want to get.
We love it.
gotta
We
enjoy it.
absolutely love it.
People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Is where I'll leave it.
Really?
Yeah.
And did you feel she was getting too chubby for you? There was a rumor about that she had put on some weight, and
that's
that you
a
were a
yes.
little disappointed.
I never really. That wasn't anything that I noticed, but I know that she has a very. She's very self-conscious of her weight.
Right.
It's something that bothers her a lot.
It does, and that disturbed you.
No, she just that relationship. I guess looking back, I can describe it as I'm a person that has a lot of things inside of me, and it's obvious. That's why I make music. There's a lot of pent-up emotions, and it was kind of an emotional war where sometimes my emotions weren't important enough, or I was just saying that I was troubled because it's part of my act, or I think a lot of times she didn't take me seriously if I had some sort of stress in my life.
So were you shocked that she quickly got a boyfriend, Ahmet Zappa, the son of Frank Zappa? Were you shocked?
No, I think it's clear that he's a much more handsome fellow than me.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Gummo Zappa.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Do you laugh at that?
You gotta laugh at.
Yeah.
You gotta laugh at that.
You do laugh at that.
You gotta laugh at that. Yeah.
But Marilyn went right out and got re-involved too.
Yes, with Dita. We had
Yeah.
Dita on. Is that really your girlfriend, Dita?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And she's now living with you? You moved another one right in.
Yeah.
I thought
not right away. That was a year later.
I thought Dita looked a little like Rose McGowan, actually. I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
like
a type.
the look you've got.
You're
She's
in-
got black hair and pale skin.
Yeah.
I think that's the type of girls that I've always liked.
Right. And Dita doesn't mind the drugs and the occasional sex that you have with other people?
Are you saying she joins right in and gets off on
Right.
You guys are putting words in my mouth. putting things in my mouth.
Right. But she loves it. Now, what is going on with this latest lawsuit
Yeah,
where
you and the security
Oh,
guard.
you supposedly took your genitalia out at a concert?
It's absolutely completely not true.
Not true. Your genitalia was not exposed.
No, I don't even think he said that. I don't think that's what.
No, I think he was like rubbing up against him, and
Whatever it is,
his
it's not
crotch
true, and
was
it's
on his head.
a total case of someone wanting a free ride, and the city.
Looking for how much money are they suing you for?
Well, they're not suing me yet. The city first is trying to.
Get you on obscenity charges.
No, it's a sexual.
Assault.
Yeah.
Because while
It's
you were on
ridiculous.
stage, you suggestively danced over to a guy and rubbed yourself against his head?
Yeah, it's completely false. And the stupid thing is, we played 2 nights in Detroit. This happened on the first night. If it really happened,
Right.
Why'd you
why
get
did
to
they
play the
wait a
second?
month later
To charge you.
to charge me and make me fly the week of September 11th to Detroit too? And it's just, they should be ashamed. The people have more important things to be worrying about.
So meanwhile, you've had to hire a lawyer to defend you. I mean, this gets
Sure.
expensive, doesn't it?
I have to go there on December 28th
Wow.
for a hearing.
Do you think it'll be dismissed, or will they try to jerk you around because you're Marilyn Manson?
I think they'll try and jerk me around, but I think I'll be proven innocent.
Right. So you will go to all lengths to get this
what
thing.
could possibly happen to you though if you were found guilty?
There's a jail sentence.
Really?
If they wanted to be really hard on me.
For just
Wow.
rubbing?
But that
for
is so
whatever it is.
theatrical. I mean, you didn't like.
I didn't touch. I didn't do what they said I did.
Right.
I know that for a fact.
I I know sometimes, like when you're on stage, you might go up to a guy and like rub up against him or something, like he's a goof. I mean, well, where would that be a sexual assault?
There's a lot of loopholes in the law. It says if you're trying to, it's as silly as if you're in a bar fight with somebody and your crotch happens to rub up against them, they can say that you sexually assaulted them.
Right.
If you're wrestling with somebody.
All right. So you didn't simulate an act on him, is what you're saying.
Absolutely not.
All right. So now you got a new girlfriend, a whole new life. Mm-hmm. You moved out the old one. Mm-hmm. What was that like? Was that comfortable telling Rose she had to get out of the house? How do you work up to that? Even though you're Marilyn Manson, did you have someone, you have your accountant tell her to leave the house? Do you speak to her directly?
My father.
Your father did it?
Well, I worked it out in a pretty good way, pretty passive-aggressive sort of sense. I came home from the tour. It was my birthday and things like that was coming up. It was right after Christmas. Saying, I think there's a lot of problems in the relationship. We need to talk.
Good.
I said...
Did she cry when you said that?
Yeah, she cries a lot.
Okay, good.
I don't know if I believe how much of the tears are real.
Because she's an actress?
Yeah.
Would you ever date another actress?
She's an actress,
right.
So they say.
You're implying that she's not a great actress.
I'm not implying. I'm just putting quotations around when I say things.
Yeah, he said that a couple of times.
You don't really consider her to be a great actress.
She's not going to win any Oscars anytime soon.
You weren't with her because of her acting talent, is what you're saying.
Don't you feel going out with you helped her in terms of acting roles? I mean, she got notoriety through you.
Well, it's ironic because she used to say that I was hurting her career because of my bad image.
No way.
Absolutely.
I would not know Rose McGowan without your involvement. That's how I came to know her.
The first time you came to know her was when she went to the MTV Awards.
Yeah.
I think she's good at what she does.
No, you don't. Be honest.
No, I do.
You've always been honest. You don't think she's a good actress. I can tell by your...
She's good at certain type of acting.
Right.
Certain type of roles.
When you would go to her movie premiere with her, did you have to pretend like you thought it was a good movie because she's your girlfriend?
That would make anybody a drug addict right there.
So you would have to go and watch some of these performances and you would bite your tongue.
Let's just say Ready to Rumble wasn't
your idea of fun. When you go to Ready to Rumble with your girlfriend and you love her at the time, what would you say? Like when she said, well, what do you think of my acting? What would you say?
I don't think she ever asked that question.
She knew better.
I think she knew better. But what happened was there was this discussion of we've got problems in the relationship. I said,
now you did this on the phone or you did it to her face?
No, this was in person. Right. I said, you know what, you're right. I think you should move out.
Right.
And
she came to you. You take too much drugs. You go out on the road. You this and that and the other thing.
No, it wasn't even that. It was just I think we got problems. We've grown apart. All that's you've seen it.
All
on
that
TV
dumb
shows.
stuff. Yeah,
it's a TV show.
I went through a divorce, right?
And I just said, okay, I think you're right. And I think it was I kind of called a bluff.
Oh, she expected you to say you'll do better, and you said, you know what? I think you should move out.
Right.
Yeah, but conveniently for me, I was going to Europe the next day, and I just called Dad and I said, Dad, do your thing.
Get her out of there.
Get her right. You're close to your dad.
Yeah.
Isn't it true your dad now has like a room of Marilyn Manson stuff, and
he's gone goth.
Yeah, he's gone completely goth. He's like doing the whole Marilyn Manson dad thing, isn't he?
I guess so. Yeah, he loves me.
So your dad moved her out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened? He comes in. He goes, "Okay, Rose."
I just said make sure that she doesn't take, my
cool stuff,
TV and stuff.
Right. And he sat there, monitored her moving out.
She tried to take my my refrigerator.
Really?
Or my stove or something like that.
And your dad said, listen, that's not happening.
The only thing that really bothered me was the patio furniture.
Really?
You don't take the patio furniture.
And she took it?
She took it.
She took your patio furniture?
Yeah, took my patio furniture.
How'd your father let her do that?
I don't know.
Where's your dad in all this?
That's what I said.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I remember reading something about your dad, that he dresses up weird or something in some doctor's outfit, or
He likes to make passes at the young girls.
Did he ever have sex with Rose?
Maybe that's how she got the patio furniture. You never know.
Yeah. Did she put out for your dad?
I wouldn't put it past her for the patio furniture.
So this was not even painful to you? I mean, did you cry?
Sure it was.
It was.
Yeah, it was painful,
Right. You were in love at one point.
Financially, it was the most painful part.
You had to pay?
No, but I did pay.
What do you mean? It was your girlfriend. Why do you have to pay?
No. I just mean realizing what an expensive relationship it was.
Well, no kidding. So did you have her on an allowance?
No, but I think one of the last things that was the deal breaker for me was something about getting her a credit card with her name on it, and I said,
Oh,
no,
you
that's
never
not gonna
did that,
happen.
huh? I
You're
thought you
smart.
already had that.
Good move.
Yeah, I mean, she works. I mean, she can afford her own credit card, right?
Yeah, but I felt I was taken advantage of a bit by my good nature.
What are some of the things you had to pay for?
But everything, pretty much.
Yeah, her air travel,
Oh yeah, first class only.
lodging, and then what if she needed cash to, let's say, go shopping?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Now, did you make sure she had a job before you did this? Was she already booked to do Charmed or something before you gave her the old boot?
No.
I think the boot gave her the motivation. It sounds like
I
No,
guess.
yeah. I did her a favor.
right, and
It's the best for everyone
it
involved.
sounds like your overhead was high. Did she take advantage of this? In other words, did she ask for lots of expensive? Did she buy a lot of clothes?
Yeah.
A lot of clothes. The
Yeah.
clothes were killing you.
Yeah.
Took a long time to move her out.
No, my dad was in a hurry.
Man, your dad's a good
The old
guy.
man was ready to.
Well,
He
my-
was done.
I wonder if my dad would help
I was
me with
just
stuff like
thinking
that.
to myself, I bet you your father wouldn't do that for you.
Oh no, he wouldn't.
My parents were secretly waiting in the wings, ready to swoop in and.
It's funny how you get
Lay
into
down
that
the
though.
eggs.
Like, why did you get into that way where you were paying for everything? Why did you?
Who knows why you do stuff like that? When
It just
you're in
gets crazy,
relationships.
right?
Yeah, you know. I don't know
would
if you're paying for stuff, but
No, but
you know
would-
how it is when you're in a relationship.
Well, I was married. I paid for everything. I'm still paying. So, you're telling me that like what's the move though? That she's go like, Marilyn, I want like a new outfit. Can you buy it for me?
Yeah, pretty much.
I need to go shopping, and you were just expected to.
What a racket Broad's got.
I tell you.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you buy her a car?
No, that was one thing.
Oh, well, you were
Yeah.
smart.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You got to protect yourself financially.
But she drove my car because I don't have a license. But I just got my license.
really?
Why didn't you let us videotape that driving test? Oh,
No, I didn't have to take it. It was expired, but they let me renew it. And
Oh,
I got
really?
this Lincoln, 69 Lincoln, from this video I just did for Tainted Love, and it's got hydraulics. So
By
it's
the way,
all-
the video looks great. I want to
Gangster
play the
style.
song too. Tainted Love. The song Tainted Love. Marilyn remade that. It's
What about these girls in the video?
very hot. Thank
Yeah.
God you're bringing that back.
Yeah,
A lot of the videos now don't have any hot chicks.
yeah, The only problem was that the hot tub scene was at 7:30 in the morning, so I was
Oh,
pretty
beautiful.
spent at that point.
Where'd you
But
find these girls? Did you find them or
Some of them were in the movie. Some of them were my girlfriend's friends.
who produced this track?
Me.
You used to use Trent Reznor. What happened to that guy? I mean, I love Nine Inch Nails. What happened to this guy?
I don't know.
Like he fell off the face of the earth. Are you in touch with him at all?
Now and then, we made up and kind of settled our differences, but
Is he a weirdo?
in a way, not in a weird way that people would expect weird, but just
Did he lose it?
hard to get close to. He's
Yeah.
very reclusive.
Did he lose it or something? I mean, the guy was fantastic.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Making
know.
any music or just sitting there?
I think he's making music still, but I think it's hard for him to change with the musical climate.
Yeah, he can't get out of what he was doing.
Yeah.
You
Taint-
know what? It sort of sounds like the old Shaft thing that happened. Isaac Hayes was this guy who did all this stuff, and then that guy with the deep voice came along, and he said, "Oh, he does it better. I guess I'll stop." Marilyn might be that for Trent Reznor. He
Well,
does
they've
it
said
better.
that. They've said that you in essence, he helped you, and then you surpassed him or something. You took away his whole audience.
I don't know.
No?
if that's true, but
All right. You like remaking songs. You don't mind doing that kind of thing.
they wanted to use "Sweet Dreams" again for this, and I said, it's been used too many times. Let me do the song, and this is a good breakup song if you listen to the words. So
Is
I kinda
Tainted
liked
Love about you and Rose?
it. No, I didn't write it, but it works.
It certainly inspired you. I can hear it.
Your new girlfriend does anal?
She does whatever I like.
Really?
Do.
Yeah. She seems like more of a player.
She's a great girl.
Yeah, Dita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
But can a guy really put his hand on another guy's thigh the way he did and not have a little
No.
question about
There is no
his-
question in my mind that Marilyn Manson came on to me that night. Number one, you really must have been at the end of your relationship with Rose, because you even said to me, if you want to have sex with Rose, go ahead. You're the only guy I'll let have sex with Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to pawn her off with the highest bidder.
Thanks for the favor. It would have cost me a
bidder.
fortune. I need
I
that.
tried to have it listed
anymore.
on eBay, but they
you
wouldn't
think-
take people.
Do you think Ahmed Zappa is paying for a lot of her stuff now, or is he not into that whole thing?
I don't know.
I bet
don't know
he
what
is.
that guy does.
Do you think he is? How does he
yeah.
have money?
He's got Frank Zappa's scratch, doesn't he?
I guess.
He had some money.
How much was that?
Zappa probably had a lot of money.
You think?
Hey, by the way, how's Ahmed Zappa going to move Rose out of the house?
I was going to say, he can't afford her.
And Frank's not alive to move her out.
Right.
Manson's got his father.
Maybe Manson's father would want to just do that on a regular basis.
Would your father be willing to move Rose out of Ahmed Zappa's house if he gets tired of her?
I got a feeling my dad would love to do that as many times as he could.
Yeah, that's great.
And my parents love Dita. They think she's great.
Well,
she's very independent. She's very sweet to me.
She's not asking
See, you know what I think of? I have this thing when I met her, and I saw her. I've known her sort of vaguely for a long time. I saw her once at this antique clothing expo, and I just liked her style.
She's a stripper, right?
She does. She used to be, and she does like this more of a old-fashioned burlesque show. I don't know if you saw it. It's cool.
I did see it.
Yeah, it's very good. I think it's what I like about girls.
There she is. There she
See
is.
that?
Champagne glass.
She's in a champagne glass dancing.
Yeah.
Look at her. Oh, she's got to be fun.
So I
girl.
just thought she's very, very cool style that she had, and I wanted to meet her for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't remember what my point was. You distracted me with the whole name.
We're playing a tape of her naked.
You know what? That is a cool style she has. Look at that.
Look at that style.
Yeah.
I love the two styles right on her chest.
Exactly.
Are those real?
They're real good.
Right.
But she doesn't ask you to pay for things. She doesn't. You don't have to.
Well, I want to now and then, but she's very independent.
Okay.
Right.
But you know what I know what I was going to say. On Tom and Jerry, you know how you never saw the mom, you just saw the high heels,
Yes.
the finger pointing.
Yeah.
That's what I always thought of her when I first saw her.
Like the Tom and Jerry mom.
The Tom and Jerry mom that was going to whip me into shape.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I understand that.
Spank me real good.
Now, let's see. This is Matt. Go ahead. Matt, go ahead. You're on the air. Matt, are you there? Matt, I'm going to whack you in the head if you don't say anything. Dave, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Big fan of yours, Howard. Yeah, I used to be a really big Marilyn Manson fan. I used to go to the shows. I live out in Long Island.
Okay.
And saved up for a while. I went to the Peninsula Hotel in Manhattan. And completely coincidentally, Marilyn Manson was staying there. Ozzy was staying there. I guess it was Ozfest.
Yeah.
For a person like me, I was so excited to see
You are
all my
killing me with
favorite-
this phone call. We're hearing your whole Marilyn Manson life story.
What's the
question?
All right, so it's not really a question. I have a statement. I
All
used to
right.
be a big fan. I'm really excited to see these two people. I see Ozzy come down the stairs. He takes a picture with me. I'm very excited. I see Marilyn Manson outside in the front. He's on the phone, so I'm waiting patiently. And it's over, and I ask him, I say, hey, Mr. Manson, I'm a very big fan. Can I please take a picture with you? And he wouldn't take a picture with me.
I understand that. I know that many times
you know what,
you
I
don't feel like taking a
remember.
picture. You don't think you look your best.
I remember the exact situation. Wasn't it raining outside?
Not at all. Not at all. You're on the telephone.
I do remember. I mean, people ask me all the time, but I don't really like to take pictures, and I try and explain
Me
to
neither.
people. I say, you know what? I'll sign something for you.
I say the same thing.
But the point is, the guy's supposed to be a fan.
But I wasn't rude to you, was I?
No, you weren't rude.
No,
but
I'm always very
Yeah,
nice,
but-
but I just don't like to take pictures. It's just something that I don't like to do. So I'm sorry if it bummed you out.
Yeah, and how are you a fan if, like, just because Marilyn doesn't take a picture, now you hate him?
No, you know what it was? I thought about it afterwards, and I've tried to get backstage to these concerts. I mean, these are like my icons, so to speak. And
Yeah, but you can't expect a guy to
You
be
like
walking
his
around
music, right?
and like he's polite and he says, like, people come up to me sometimes, and I don't think I'm a dick, but I mean, people, and I always appreciate people who listen to the show, and I like talking to them and saying hi. But I was out to dinner Saturday night. I was in the middle of eating. A woman comes up to me. She goes, "It's my birthday. I'd like to take a picture with you." And I'm sitting there with my friends, and I went, "I don't want to take
Probably
a picture."
got food on your chin. You don't know what.
that's
So I
not,
said to her,
that's not
I said-
appropriate.
I said, "It's nice to say hi. I'd be happy to sign something, but I don't want to take a picture right now." She goes, "You got to be kidding me." I go, "I'm not kidding you." She goes, "Come on, take the picture." I said, I ain't all that comfortable the way I look. And I got to be angled the right way for a picture. And I
Gotta
don't,
have
you
the
know,
right lighting.
I got to have the right lighting and everything. It's not pleasant for me to see these pictures floating around on the internet. I said, I'm not interested. You know, and then she thought I was a big a-hole.
But
No, it's not-
that's
it's not
not a
appropriate
real
at dinner.
fan.
No. Well, Marilyn Manson, it is great seeing you, my friend. Let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
glad to see you're all right after that last interview with Rose.
Yeah.
We're worried about you.
Yeah, we didn't know what was going on.
I'm never been better in my whole life.
Wonder if you'll run into Rose at all. I bet you'll hear from her after this interview.
Probably, but I didn't think I said anything bad.
Well, you kind of intimated that she's a pretty bad actress.
No, I didn't.
You
She
kinda
already
did.
knew that, right?
No, I didn't.
I think he outright said it. He didn't intimate.
Yeah. And you also talked about how, but she called you a drug addict. You have every right to open
yeah,
up.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
Even if you are a drug addict, keep that private if you ever cared for someone. You know what I mean? That's your own business.
Really?
Sure.
Yeah.
Unless you're trying to get a person help.
You know what you do? If Rose asks you why you said all these things, say, Howard confused me with all his questions.
You did. I'm still confused. You confused me with a videotape of my new girlfriend that treats me very nicely.
I know. Marilyn, thank you so much for coming in. I always
Thanks,
love
man.
to see you.